It's great to see you again. I hope you're ready for another exciting trip to Learning Land. Biff's moved house and we're sorting out his new bedroom. Millie, Tim and Biff are already there. Shall we go and join them? Just click on your name tag. If this is the first time you've been to Learning Land, click on the star. We're at Biff's new house, sorting out his bedroom. I'm painting a lovely nature border around the room with pictures of animals and flowers. Millie's moving the furniture around. Biff just can't decide where he wants everything. Maybe you can give him some ideas. Come on then, let's go.
Hi there! Come on in. Biff's moved house and we're decorating his bedroom.
And I'm helping Biff decide where to put his furniture. Do you want this chair here, Biff?
I think it will be in the way there. Try somewhere else.
I'm painting a pretty nature border around Biff's room. It has flowers and leaves and animals.
I can't wait to see the border when it's finished, Sue. My room is going to look great.
Do you like the colour paint I'm using, Biff?
I like green, but I'm not sure it's the right colour for that wall. Have you got another colour? I can't seem to make up my mind. What colour do you think my room should be?
I think it should be bright pink.
Yuck, not pink.
I know what I do like on my walls. My nature posters.
While we're deciding how to decorate Biff's room, why don't you click around? There are lots of games and surprises to find.
Let's go and see more of Biff's new place. Hello. Now Biff's moved house, there are lots of things that need to be unpacked. But where does everything go? You can help me sort things out by taking everything I unpack to the right room in Biff's house. Some things belong in the bathroom, some things belong in the kitchen, and some things belong in the bedroom. When you've helped me put away 12 things, I'll unpack a piece of the jiggle jigsaw for you. Okay, here's the first room. It's the bedroom. And here are the first things that need putting away. Only 4 of these 6 things belong here. Click and drag them into the room. A bedside light. That's it. Some of Biff's storybooks. You got it. A set of clothes hangers. Perfect. There's just one more thing that belongs in this room. A pair of pajamas. Good choice. Now for another room. It's the bathroom. Now, what else do I have? Click and drag the things that belong here into the room. A couple of pillows. A chopping board. A bath towel. Good choice. A roll of toilet paper. Perfect! This is the opposite of a game of hide and seek. You have to put things in a place where Biff can find them. A rubber duck. That's it! There's just one more thing that belongs in this room. A bottle of bubble bath. You got it! Now for another room. It's the kitchen. Here are some more things to put away. Click and drag the things that belong here into the room. A saucepan. Perfect! A face flannel. A couple of pillows. Tins of food. That's it! A bottle of washing up liquid. You got it! There's just one more thing that belongs in this room. Some mugs. Good choice! That's all 12 things put away in the right places. For being such a great help, you deserve a brand new piece of the jiggle jigsaw to put in the right place. Hiya! As you can see, we still haven't got very far decorating Biff's room. Biff can't make up his mind what colour he wants or where to put things. I've moved your bedside table, chair and plant again, Biff. Do you want them here?
I'm not sure. Could you try them in a different place?
Oh, Biff!
Sometimes it's easy to know what you don't like, but hard to know what you do like.
I bet you'll like my nature border, Biff. It's made up of your favourite nature pictures.
It's coming along well, Sue.
Hey, Biff, do you like this shade of blue?
It's a nice blue, but I'm not sure I want a blue room. Could you try a different colour?
Oh, Biff!
Oh dear!
That shelf wasn't put up very well.
Maybe your toys are too heavy for it.
Could you fix it for us? Just click on the shelf to mend it.
Thanks. Now, could you pick up my toys for me and put them back on the shelf? Just click and drag the toy. That's my toy dinosaur. Great. That's my teddy. Thanks very much for helping to tidy my room.
Let's go and write your cards now, Biff.
Okay.
Hiya! I'm helping Biff write to all his friends to tell them his new address.
Hello. I've been having a bit of trouble with my capital letters. Maybe you could help me too.
Before we start, we need to know how good you are at capital letters. If you're good with capital letters, click on the blue button. But if you're greater than great at capital letters, click on the orange button now. Did you know that we use capital letters to start people's names and the names of places? We also use a capital letter I when we write about ourselves. Biff knows all this, but he often forgets when he's writing, so he needs your help. When he gets to the end of a word that needs a capital letter, I'll stop him. This is where you help. I'd like you to click on the small letter that you think should be a capital letter. If you're right, Biff will rub out the small letter and write in the correct capital letter. If you help Biff write a letter and address the envelope for it, I'll give you a piece of the jiggle jigsaw. Okay, Biff?
I'm ready, Millie.
Who's this letter to, Biff?
It's to Andy. He's a friend at school, too. Andy.
Let's go back to this word.
Andy.
Can you find the small letter in this word that should be a capital letter?
Is that better?
Perfect, Biff. People's names always begin with a capital letter.
I have moved to.
Should this letter I be a capital letter?
I'll change it to a capital letter.
That's right, Biff. When you're writing about yourself, such as, today I went to the park, the letter I is always a capital.
15. Sunny. Street.
Now let's look at this word.
Sunny.
Which small letter in this word should be a capital letter?
I'll rub it out and put in a capital.
That's great, Biff. The names of places always start with a capital letter. Let's go back to this word.
Street.
Which small letter in this word should be a capital letter?
I'll rub it out and put in a capital letter.
That's great, Biff.
Learning. land,
Now let's look at this word.
learning,
Can you find the small letter in this word that should be a capital letter?
I'll rub it out and put in a capital letter.
That's great, Biff. The names of places always start with a capital letter. Let's go back to this word.
Land,
Can you find the small letter in this word?
I'll rub it out and put in a capital letter.
That's great, Biff.
Well, Millie, I shan't have to send you a letter telling you my new address. After all this writing, you'll know it better than your own. Love, from Biff.
Now let's look at this word.
Biff.
Which small letter in this word should be a capital letter?
Is that better?
Perfect, Biff. People's names always begin with a capital letter. Now the envelope needs addressing.
Okay. Andy. Bell.
Let's go back to this word.
Andy.
Which small letter in this word should be a capital letter?
I'll just rub this letter out. Is that better?
Perfect, Biff. People's names always begin with a capital letter. Now let's look at this word.
Bell.
Which small letter in this word should be a capital letter?
I'll just rub this letter out, Millie. Is that better?
Perfect, Biff. People's names always begin with a capital letter. You're learning lots about capital letters, Biff. Soon you'll be as good at them as me.
43. New. Road.
Let's go back to this word.
New.
Can you find the small letter in this word that should be a capital letter?
I'll rub it out and put in a capital letter.
That's great, Biff. The names of places always start with a capital letter. Now let's look at this word.
Road.
Which small letter in this word should be a capital letter?
I'll rub it out and put in a capital letter.
That's great, Biff.
Learning. Land.
Let's go back to this word.
Learning.
Can you find the small letter in this word that should be a capital letter?
I'll rub it out and put in a capital letter.
That's great, Biff. The names of places always start with a capital letter. Now let's look at this word. Which small letter in this word should be a capital letter?
I'll rub it out.
That's great, Biff. Well done. You showed Biff all the small letters that needed to be capital letters. You deserve a piece of the Jiggle Jigsaw. Hello again. Look what we've been doing since you last came to visit. I've nearly finished the nature border around Biff's room.
It looks brilliant, Sue. Will you paint one in my bedroom too?
With lots of animals and flowers?
No, numbers. You can paint my walls with lots of numbers. Then I can lie in bed and add them all up.
This room's going to be perfect. I'm never going to want to move house again.
Hey, Biff! I've been moving your plant around so much. It's sending me potty.
Like a plant pot.
The plant needs a lot of sunshine, so it needs to be near the window.
If it needs a lot of sunshine, maybe I should put it in the garden.
It's a house plant, Millie. I'd rather have it in my room.
Biff, your tiger poster is coming off the wall.
Oh dear. Could you stick it back up for me? Just click on the poster. That's it. Thanks a lot. There's lots that you can do in my new house.
Click around to see what there is to play.
Let's go and see what time it is. Hello there. You're just in time to play my great time game. Look at this giant clock. It's a bit like the clock in my bedroom, but much, much bigger. The clock has two hands, a long hand and a short hand. When the long hand is pointing up to 12, we say the time is o'clock. The short hand points to the hour number. It's pointing to the number 4, so the clock says 4 o'clock. In my game, the hands will spin on the clock, then stop at a time. You have to click on one of these buttons that has the right time on it. I'll tell you what I'm doing at that time of the day to give you a clue. When you get 6 times right, I'll give you a piece of the jiggle jigsaw. First, I need to know how good you are at telling the time. If you're fairly good at telling the time, click on the blue button. But if you're really tops at telling the time, click on the orange button. Okay, let the hands spin. This is the time in the morning when school starts. What time does the clock say? 9 o'clock. 4 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Correct! The long hand is pointing up to the 12 and the short hand is pointing to the number 9. So it's 9 o'clock. Spin the hands. It's bath time. What time does the clock say? 8 o'clock. 4 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Perfect timing. The long hand is pointing up to the 12 and the short hand is pointing to the number 7. So, it's 7 o'clock. Here we go again. This is the time at night when I go to bed. What time does the clock say? 11 o'clock. 9 o'clock. 8 o'clock. You're right. The long hand is pointing up to the 12 and the short hand is pointing to the number 8. So it's 8 o'clock. Any time's the right time for telling the time. Now for another time. This is the time in the morning when I have breakfast. What time does the clock say? 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Good answer! The long hand is pointing up to the 12 and the short hand is pointing to the number 8. So it's 8 o'clock. Let's see the hands spin. At this time of night, I'm fast asleep. What time does the clock say? 8 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Correct! The long hand is pointing up to the 12 and the short hand is pointing to the number 11. So it's 11 o'clock. What's the time going to be now? It's lunchtime. What time does the clock say? 12 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Perfect timing. The long hand is pointing up to the 12 and the short hand is pointing to the number 12 too. So it's 12 o'clock. Don't tell Biff the clock says 12 o'clock. He'll think it really is lunchtime. Well done. That's 6 super times you've got right. So now it's time I gave you a piece of the jiggle jigsaw. All this painting's making my arm ache, Biff.
Take a break, Tim.
Yes, it's time to do something else for a while. I've got a wicked game about time you can play. Click on me to play Tim's Time.
Let's see who's at home. I'm glad you want to play my Animal Homes game. Here's a wood. Most of the animals here have built their own homes. I want you to look around and see if you can spot all the different places animals live. When you find one, click on it. You never know, you might be lucky enough to see the animal that lives there pop out and say hello. There are 10 animal homes to find. If you find them all, I'll give you a piece of the jiggle jigsaw. Okay, find the first animal home somewhere in this wood. That's right. Lots of animals live in caves, but this one's home to a bear. A bear stays asleep in its cave through the winter without even waking up to eat. What a super snoozer! I don't think I'd like to sleep all winter and not eat. I like my toffees too much. Can you find another animal home? Well done! What a wonderful web! This spider spins a new home every day. The spider sits at the edge of the web and waits for something to fly into it and make it shake. When the spider feels it shake, it knows it's time to eat. Gosh, it's a good thing that Tim's not around. He hates spiders. I love them, especially their hairy knees. Can you find another animal home? That's right. This mess of twigs and leaves isn't a bird's nest. It's a squirrel's dray. This squirrel's home is a lot like a bird's nest, but a squirrel builds a roof on its dray so that it can climb in and curl up cosily. Can you find another animal home? This stream is home to lots of animals, especially this fish. Not all fish live in the same river all their lives. Some swim thousands of miles to find a place to lay their eggs. Can you find another animal home? This hole's perfect for a bird called a woodpecker. The woodpecker taps out the hole in the tree trunk with its beak, eating any grubs it might find as it goes. Only 5 more to find. This hole leads to a warren where a family of rabbits live. Rabbits live in lots of underground rooms and tunnels that join up, called a warren. The rabbits make some of the rooms in the warren really snug by covering them with leaves and fur. There are 4 more animal homes to find. Quack! This nest is a bit soggy, just right for a duck. This duck built her home on the water's edge in the reeds. It's great for her ducklings that can plop straight into the water when they learn to swim. This nest is home to a swarm of wasps. The wasps chew wood into a sticky paste and then mould the goo into a paper nest. Can you find another animal? The large hole in this tree trunk is perfect for an owl. Young owls can be left here safely while the adult hunts in fields close by. Do-it-do-oo! I'm a wise old owl. How about you? There's only one more animal home to find. This nest is just perfect for a crow. Crows are very clever birds. They seem to know how high up in the treetops they can build their nests without them being blown away. Congratulations! You found them all. You deserve a piece of the Jiggle Jigsaw.
Welcome to the Jiggle, the jigsaw that makes you giggle. Look, it's a new Jiggle Jigsaw to make. Wow, we're in outer space. Wicked. Look, you've got a jiggle piece ready to be put into position. See if you can work out where it goes, then drag it into its space place. Good work, young astronaut. Here's another piece to place in outer space. Where does this one go? Wow, you're as cool as a crater critter at this. Here's another piece to place in outer space. Where does this one go? What an interstellar star! Here's another piece to place in outer space. Where does this one go? Good work, young astronaut! Congratulations! This part of the jiggle picture is finished. Now it's time to go where no one has been before. Try clicking on the space picture and see what happens. And don't forget, there will be 4 more jiggle pieces to find in the next issue of Learning Land.
Are you sure you want to leave Learning Land? Click the green button to finish playing. Click the red button to carry on playing.
Goodbye!